Everybody give it up for Giles Chickering.
My fault you stopped clapping before you got up here. I had too much stuff in my hands. Jake and I had to do an exchange. So, let's just start honestly, okay? I don't want you feeling bad. You didn't clap long enough. It's on me. This is my first time ever in this room. I'm a big fan of the green and purple motif we got going on. I feel like I'm in the Joker's basement right now. That would be the most twisted thing. Instead of setting up 2 boats with bombs, he just gave out a bunch of comp tickets to a Sunday competition. That would truly be the sickest thing I can imagine. That twisted bastard. Thank you very much for coming out on a Sunday evening. We all appreciate it. And by we all, I mean the comics that drove too far to get here. We're really banking on this feeling okay, and so far you guys are... Until now. Gotta go right back to Cincinnati. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you coming out on a Sunday. It's different for me. On most Sundays, I usually hang out at Starbucks and steal their Wi-Fi. I like to go in there. I like to go into Starbucks and I like to watch reruns at The View at full volume on my Apple Watch. Just scream laughing like, are you? Did you see this? That's what I usually do. For the last few weeks I've been in there just like, bring Whoopi back! Get her back on there! Love her. We're all Whoopi fans. We're all hanging out. It's a nice little day. It's good. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. I've been doing a lot of indoor home renovations recently. Trying to, before I start the yard work. Yeah, that's relatable. You've all seen yards, you understand. It's been doing a lot of work over the last 2 years. I'm trying to sink as much money as possible in before the market just before we repeat the mid-2000s again. It's been good. I've been doing some work in my kitchen. Recently installed a hibachi grill. It's pretty nice. Received a lot of feedback from it. Some of it pretty negative. A lot of recent house guests haven't hesitated to say that looks less like a hibachi grill and more like a hot plate you've got resting across 2 sawhorses. Hey, here's a surprise. All of those people got uninvited from the hibachi brunch that I was hosting. I don't need people being rude when I'm in the kitchen. Been practicing a lot with my hibachi grill. I'm getting pretty good. I can flip the shrimp at people, and that's fun. And then I'm trying to do the onion volcano. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos. It's good stuff out there. I can get the onions to stack in like the volcano shape, but then when I add the Diet Coke and the Mentos, it forms less of an impressive flame and more of a burnt cola type situation that's really doing a number on my floors. So that's what I'm up to for fun. Hibachi grill. Kitchen's looking good. Tried to do some work in my bathroom over the last year. Installed a home glory hole. It feels like I may have miscalculated somehow. Because every time I've used the glory hole at a public institution, my penis doesn't get cold from being outside the building. My neighbors certainly don't call the cops. So I feel like I may have miscalculated somewhere there. But I like home renovation. I like crafts. In general, any Michael's Rewards members in here? Use the chat function on the app? Hit me up. I'm in there, Flower Man. That's my username. A lot of you are like, why wasn't that more creative? And it's like, because I just try to think of it in the moment. No, I like crafting. I recently created a little project. It's It's a handgun that's hot glued to a Yeti cooler cup. Yeah. It's a little craft I've been working on called the coolest fucking thing you've ever heard of. It's pretty sick. I'm doing that. I recently bedazzled my Wrangler jean jacket. The shoulders popping off on that. It was a good addition. I had already hand embroidered the word sassy across the shoulders. Trying to get some compliments from my coworkers. They haven't appreciated it very much. Nor you, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with being honest, folks. When you're in the Joker's basement, they're not all bad. No, I'm ripping it up here. Until now, see? Where do we go from here? Been building stuff. Speaking of jobs, I was recently fired. It makes sense based on some of the other things you said. Heard a lot of things in here you said, and you thought, you know what, employment, not in this man's future. I was recently terminated from CVS. That was my fault. I was trying to fist bump all the male customers buying condoms. Just trying to support my team. Like, hell yeah, dude, good for you. It was weird because my manager, he sat me down in his office that was roughly the size of this table. He's like, obviously I have no option. Corporate's got me here, but he did on my pink slip under a reason for termination. He said it was the first time he ever wrote "too fucking cool." Hang that on the wall with the other ones. The other pink slips. It's fine. There's projectile vomit all over that table. I was fired from CVS. That was my fault. I was also fired from Wendy's. That wasn't my fault. Okay? Yeah, I was fired from Wendy's for being too horny. A lot of you are thinking, I don't know, Wendy's is a pretty horny place. How'd you pull that off? I'll tell you. Right after I look at this picture of my dog. Now, here's what happened. I was a new employee at Wendy's, and they said, hey man, we're going to need you to take care of this. And they handed me a headset. And I assumed, I need to go operate their phone sex line. So I walked into the closet. Turns out I was working drive-thru. And I thought they were just patching the calls through, so people were coming up, they were trying to order stuff, and I was like, all right, I'll play along with it. I was like, yeah, you want a Baconator? How big do you want it? Yeah, you can pull on up. Don't work there anymore. Excuse me, my hair was getting in my way. I'm on a level with you folks. You seem like nice people. Is there a reason we can't be honest? I didn't work at Wendy's. Here's the truth. 2 years ago, I moved to Cincinnati, Ohio to take a job with the EPA. Is anyone familiar with that? If anyone's not familiar with it, the EPA is a federal government agency, and EPA stands for Enormous Penis Agency. Hell yeah, dude. I'm working with the big boys now. Yeah, who's swinging bats? No, that's not true. No, I do actually, I work for the EPA, I work in the Office of Research and Development. They have a building in Cincinnati, so it's cool. They're at the EPA researching and developing new ways to measure our enormous hogs. And I was not joking, dude, we're packing. It is crazy in there. All of us.
Prove it!
Everyone just keep your distance. I want at least a full 1.5 table radius from this beautiful pallet I'm standing on here, okay? No, I literally, physically, and all of the other actual matters of being, I do work for the EPA. It's great. It's a federal job. I have health care again. That's wonderful. I needed that because prior to that, my only form of healthcare was an expired pack of Emergency. That was not cutting it. That wasn't helping with my hernia. And don't think I didn't try. Don't think I didn't lie belly up on my floor and spray myself with Windex and just rip open a packet of Emergency, sprinkle it on top like I'm some little cupcake. You don't think I didn't do that. You know what happens when you do that? Chemical burns. You know what doesn't help with chemical burns? Emergency. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah. It's fine. Now I have healthcare. It's great. It's good. I can get a very important prescription that I'll open up to you about because why not? You know? We're getting to know each other. Let's be honest about it. I wouldn't say I've been suffering from, I guess I've technically been affected by erectile dysfunction, who knows? I wouldn't say I've been not enjoying it. It's something that's happened in my life. This was something that happened years ago before you could just like tweet at some company and then they just, with no background check, just send you like a pallet of dick pills. I had to do it the hard way. Wink. It's a hard penis joke, it wasn't necessary. We didn't need it, folks. Continuing on, I did it the difficult way. That's better. Went in, had to actually go face to face to meet with a doctor. Very embarrassing. Had to sit down with him, explain what was going on. He was like, "Is your erectile dysfunction causing issues with you and your partner?" I was like, "Partner? What? Said anything about a partner? I just need this so that I can beat off and get to sleep." What the hell are you talking about? The doctor was like, "Why don't you just use Tylenol PM?" I was like, "Tylenol PM gets you hard?" Doctor's office rules, man. You shit in here all the time. This is great. Please excuse me for one moment. I just need to check a list of reasons to keep living. You've been great. It's not on you. It's just me here. No, I don't have a partner. I don't know why. I'm putting myself out there. No, I know very well why I don't have a partner. All of my profiles on all the major dating apps I currently use to sell deer meat. I don't want to mix business with, you guys understand. You've probably seen me on there. My profile name is Meatmaster69. That's real. The Marshalls, the Marshalls report. Michael's rewards. I have Marshall's. It's Marshall's points. It's Michael's rewards. We all know this. All of us are not afraid to get discounts. Let's be real. Most of the tickets in the room are free. We all know how to get. You guys know how to make the most out of nothing. I'm selling deer meat. I'm on there. I'm on all the dating apps. I have to be, since Craigslist shut down the Meat for Men section. Really put a dent in my business there. You guys are like, "No, that fucking sucks, dude." Yeah, my cousin got laid off. It's scary out there. Yeah, I'm selling deer meat out of the back of a '03 Camry. The ice is melted, but it's fine. So, in the cooler in the back of my fictional Camry, folks. You gotta stay with me in my fractured thoughts. Otherwise, what are we doing here? I'm selling deer meat. I'm out there. I'm out in the streets. I'm slinging meat. It sucks. I have to meet women in person, which is better anyway, If there's anything that you've gained from the last 13 minutes, you've been like, I get what this guy is doing, and I like it. So, I like to meet women in person. You have to be careful where you try to do that. You know, obviously don't do it at work. I learned that at Wendy's. Learned that the hard way. You're welcome for the free lesson. Main place I like to try and meet women now is at the Staples Copy Center. It's a good spot. It's a nice communal spot, you know? I like to go in there with like a, I don't know, 98 Dallas Cowboys starter jacket, unzipped, no shirt underneath. I like to just kind of lean up against the Xerox, like the Fonz. You remember TV, and just hang out. Any woman that's clearly over 36 years old, I just lock right on her as she walks through. Eventually it gets uncomfortable enough to where we need to make eye contact. That's when I deliver the perfect opening line. And I have been crafting this for years. If none of you take anything else away from this experience, please just bring this with you into the future. Starter jacket, no shirt, leaning on a Xerox, making eye contact with a strange woman. And then I go, "What are you doing here?" Works every time. Always gets the conversation going. It's great, man. We start talking, one thing leads to another. Before you know it, her and I are getting kicked out of an Outback Steakhouse for screaming at each other. I'm a romantic. Love, what can you do? What if I just collapse to my death right now? And then the headliner just steps over my lifeless corpse. That'd be the only thing I could really hope for. I don't want to put too much pressure on this, but guys, it seems like we're really making good headway with each other. What do you guys got going on next weekend? I live down in Cincinnati. Anyone want to come hang out? I'm going to be lighting off a bunch of fireworks inside my closed garage. Probably going to do that next Friday night if anyone wants to see what happens.
Hell yeah.
I know I'm excited to figure it out. Some good stuff. If you're busy next weekend, again, no pressure, just throwing it out there. I do have 7 spots open on an 8-person Groupon to Monster Jam. That's 4th of July weekend, so there's like 25, 28 in here so far, so you know, you can fight to your death. The survivors can meet with me at Monster Jam. It's going to be a pretty good time. I'm really going to go for it this year. I'm going to be debuting my newest Gravedigger tattoo. It's a full chest piece. Went full chest, had to. It's pretty cool. My nipples are the hubcaps. So that's just like a fun little thing to do. And then to really make it mine, the Gravedigger truck, it's actually driven by Julia Stiles circa 10 Things I Hate About You. A lot of people say, hey, don't combine your 2 favorite things in the world, but here I am. just loving it. Yes, keep living. Any extreme athletes in the room? No? Motocross? Base jumpers? I'm trying to get hooked up with some base jumpers. I'm trying to, get into the sports. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos recently, and I was like, jumping off a cliff seems like the next reasonable thing for me to do. Has anyone ever seen the videos of the squirrel suits? Where it's like a jumpsuit and it has like a wing, and you can like fly for it. I'm trying to get a squirrel suit. Has everyone seen squirrel suits? Yeah, I'm trying to get one of those. I am trying to get one. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods. I found the associate. I was like, can you please direct me to your base jumping section? I'm trying to get a squirrel suit. And he was like, we don't sell skydiving equipment here. It's too dangerous. I was like, you're telling me that at Dick's Sporting Goods where you have a 24-hour shooting range behind your store that you won't sell me a base jumping suit? And he said, are you the asshole that keeps shooting our dumpster? Congratulations, detective. Guess I'll just take my business back to Sports Authority. Totally, and they're out of business. We all went there to buy Adidas bags at a steep markdown when they were going out. No, before they went out of business, I was banned from most sports authorities. I used to go in there on weekends and rearrange their basketball hoops and trampolines into slam ball courts. Hell yeah, there's a couple Spike TV fans. Yeah, I know who's going to Monster Jam. Finally finding my people out here. If you guys want to take it easy, we could hit Costco. Just a nice, relaxing 7-hour trip to Costco. Just go there, do a couple laps around town, as I call it. I like Costco because you can go in there and you can get like a 3-pack of ladders. And a gallon of mayonnaise and an engagement ring. It's like, damn, one stop does it all. And I usually do the same routine every time I go to Costco. I walk in and I show the door attendant my gold membership card. Whoa, big guy. Yeah. Hit him with that. Split it with my mom. Hit him with that. Fake nut tap. We're cool. You guys shouldn't, but even if I've never met him before, I'm like, they know me here. Do that. Stroll around. I pick up a Kirkland Signature bottle of champagne. And I just kind of make my way back to that giant refrigerated room, pop the champagne bottle open, just kind of sit on a pallet of romaine lettuce like it's a beanbag, and then just kind of chill there and watch everyone walk in and see their nipples get hard as hell. I love that store. It's the best store. It really is. Seems like all I do is talk about my shopping experiences with you folks. It's cool that this place is connected to like a giant mall, I guess. I don't remember ever going to a city before where there was just like 4 blocks, make it 1 mall. I think they can handle it. Do they have the Panda Express here?
Yes.
It's good, because maybe I can go there and get my famous orange chicken bucket on the way out. You guys ever had that? Have you had my famous orange chicken bucket? Because by the end of this joke, I'm gonna guess yes. No, I go in there. I go to Panda Express, call it once per fiscal quarter. And what I do is I set an orange Home Depot 5-gallon bucket on the table. And then I slide the kid behind the counter $80. And I point at the orange chicken and I say, fill her up. And if he gives me problems, I get the manager out, flash a handgun. Let's just say I never walked away with an empty bucket. Walk that over to Sharper Image, sit in the massage chair, gorge myself, and then just pass out. And I just wait for the security guard to wake me up by beating me in the shins with his baton. Wrap up my mall experience. So. I'm hoping they're still open by the time this show is over. And I can't believe... Speaking of things being over, folks, can you believe it's almost time for me to get off this stage? I mean, it's crazy to think that I've been up here, and for the rest of the show, you're going to be enjoying the headliner, and I'm going to be standing in that corner lifting free weights. And just waiting to make eye contact. This next thing I'm going to say to you is not it's not very common at comedy shows, but you know, it's been a crazy 2 years. Everything has been difficult for a lot of people. So I just want to say, if anyone here has anything that they can offer or any kindness in your hearts, I am taking up a collection after the show. I'm trying to get a Brita filter for my dog. He's very thirsty, and I refuse to share mine. Also, a quick merch pitch on the way out here. I will be selling plasma. Right out front. I'll be out there, I'll have my Home Depot buckets. Just pop my arm open, kind of windmill it around. You grab a turkey baster, grab the platelets or whatever bullshit you want. Slide me $10, we'll call it a day. Sound good? Alright, we're gonna keep the show going. Let's get your host, Jake Russell Smith, up here, alright?